Non-native pastors come from continents and countries with diverse church backgrounds, diverse doctrines, and cultural heritages. But can these realities be applied to an English church? Hello everyone, and welcome to Faith in God's Alone Ministries. I'm very excited to be with you today. Last week, I've talked to you about a theme that's very close to my heart, which is how can non-native pastors in English churches overcome some of the challenges that they are facing. And this is part of a, a four-part series. Last week, I talked to you about language barriers, but today, I'm going to talk to you about cultural differences. I remember a long time ago when I was new in this country and was led to the church I attended, an English church. At the end of the service, we were served with cups of teas and biscuits, you name it. I was excited and I said, oh, these people are very nice. Because in the African context, you won't be able to serve teas and coffees to 2,000 people attending the church. I'm Samson, and welcome to the show. I remember when I was attending the church I talked to you about, I was observing people. I was watching how they were reacting. And I learned a lot about the culture. When many people felt comfortable with me, they even invited me to the homes where I had opportunities to sample so many English dishes and have cups and teas and biscuits, you name it. What I would say is this, for any non-native pastor to be able to operate in an English church, they have to have an awareness of the English culture. Regardless of where the Lord will lead them. In England, we've got different cultures from the north to the east, to the west, and to the south. So, for example, when a non-native pastor is being sent to a church, I would say that it will be good to understand a bit more about the culture in that locality to start with. And I'm going to make a few suggestions. The first one is that cultural education. It's important for the pastor to understand the culture in the church they've been sent to, and also to know their story and history. I read a book by J. Foster, which was about the missional leader. J. Foster said this, that when pastors are sent to a new church, some are acting like CEOs of companies because they're coming with their own doctrines, their own plans, and their own visions. And because they don't take into account the realities on the ground, this could end in disaster. So what Foster is recommending is that it's important for any pastor to learn a lot about the story of these wonderful people and the history of their church as well, in order to be able to minister to them and together follow the vision that God has got for the church. Another suggestion I would like to make is this. It's important to encourage diversity in the church leadership. And add to that, it's also important to be culturally sensitive. I will explain what I mean. It's important for a non-native pastor to respect some aspects of the English culture, but they shouldn't lose their own culture as well. Another thing I would say is this: it's important to foster a, a family environment. What I mean is this: in the church where I am currently, I, I encourage people to understand that regardless of our backgrounds, ethnic origins, nationalities, and so on, in Jesus Christ, we are all children of a loving God. If you have just tuned in, you are watching Faith in God's Alone Ministries. I'm Samson, and today I'm talking about how can non-native pastors in English churches overcome cultural differences. Next week, I'll be talking about community integration. If you have found this video helpful, would you mind liking it? And also, could you please, if you want to, subscribe to our channel for more content? Thank you very so much for watching. Take care. Bye.